Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Friends Newsroom Van set. This is set number 41749. It has 446 pieces, and I paid $30 for this set. Now, I believe this is retail for this set, but I thought $30 for 450 pieces felt pretty good. It looked like there was interesting stuff in here, interesting vehicle build with some cool little features and functions. I liked the little camera builds. I was excited about that. And I was also really interested in this set because it appears to me to be essentially like a protest set, maybe an environmental protest. As far as I can tell, it looks like there is one mini doll here that is standing in front of a tree, which is maybe a habitat for owls, and they have a sign saying, "No, don't cut the tree." And there's some logs around here, and there is another mini doll character with a chainsaw, I believe, attempting to cut down this tree in this habitat, and then the newsroom van is sort of covering that. And I think that's really interesting. I know that LEGO apparently has made some I don't know if promises is the right word, but they've been trying to go more quote unquote green or more environmentally conscious, eventually with paper bags, which hopefully that happens, relatively soon. I would love to see that. But I think there's other things they can do. I mean, they're a plastic company at the end of the day, but there is LEGO does have a big resale and stuff value. So like people, even if they're around forever, maybe people can still, use them forever for the very least. But I don't know. I just thought it was interesting for like a kid's toy to have like a environmental like protest thing going on here. So I was really excited about it, and I thought it had a good value. Excited to look at the van and everything else in here. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for this LEGO Friends Newsroom Van set, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. I really appreciate everybody that watches, everyone that subscribes and likes and comments, all that stuff. It means a lot to me. This channel has grown a lot. I hope it continues to grow, so thank you so much. I just wanted to express my gratitude and my appreciation for you, so thank you very much. And then I also wanted to take a moment to remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up, giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Friends stuff and tons of other stuff. So maybe consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. And then if you have thoughts about what's going on in this set or what you think is happening or other Friends sets that you think I should look at, please leave it in the comments below. I'm excited to hear what you have to say or read what you say. So thank you very much. And with all that said, now back to the rest of the build for this LEGO Friends Newsroom Van set, and then on to my review for this set. Okay, so there we have this LEGO Friends Newsroom Van set. This is pretty cool. It's about what I expected. It's a little bigger than I expected, actually, like the main build here. But there's some really good stuff, and it's fun to look at. But I'll have some thoughts. But the first thing to take a look at, like I normally do, is the minifigures, or in this case, mini dolls. You get 3 mini dolls in this set. And you do get kind of an alternate mini doll head here. Let me grab these extra pieces. So the first one we'll take a look at, I believe this is Aaliyah or Aliyah. And this character, I believe, is the character that's, at least on the box, talking in front of the camera and also in the newsroom van here. So they have a little bit of a skirt there and a can't tell what kind of vest or sweater this is up top, and at the back they have a little emblem of, I think, a horse or a dragon or something like that, and it's also in the corner there. And the hairpiece is quite good. They do have an alternate face here. It is very similar. So the one that is currently on there has a little more of a furrowed brow, and I believe that's supposed to be like their news anchor face, talking about stuff that's super serious, and this one's maybe a more casual face. But the main difference is kind of just that angle of the eyebrows there, which is really interesting, and you can see how this gets framed up with the hair a little bit, and even the hair would then kind of cover up maybe potentially some of that. So let me get this on there. So that's it with the other face. Very, very similar. Interesting that they put that in there. The next character we have here is Peter. Peter is on the smallest mini doll body potentially, so no articulation for the arms or the legs or anything like that. Does have a hairpiece, head. This character is small, maybe young. And they are, as per the box, kind of what I assumed is kind of the protesting character here, who is trying to save the trees and save the owl habitat here. And then we have one other character, which is Daryl, which Daryl seems to work for like a construction company or a landscape company or something. Back of their orange top has a saw there. That's an orange kind of workman thing. Maybe they have a little badge here. They have a safety hat, some stubble on their face there, which is fine. Work boots, maybe jeans or something here. And they have kind of this nice brick-built chainsaw, which is actually really simple but really effective, really nice. So that's very good. We do have kind of a small side buildy thing, which is this camera build here using like this torch piece and a lot of just different black pieces here, as well as like a microphone piece with that gold kind of printing on it. It's pretty simple, but I think from this side it looks really, really good. It can stand up on its own because of that, like the 4-pronged little torch piece there, and it's a pretty good sized camera, so it looks pretty nice, so that's good. And then we have the kind of habitat, this owl habitat side build. This is the first thing you put together, and I'm just going to take this off. It does come with like an owl egg, one of these egg pieces that can sit in there, but it doesn't get studded down. So we have kind of a little bit of a landscape area here with a tree, some wooden stumps or maybe logs that have already been in the process of being cut down, some leaf elements here, maybe a construction barrier, safety barrier there. We also have a sign that says, no chainsawing here. Trees good, bad chainsaw. So I was surprised that these wooden pieces on these round discs here, these round tiles, those are stickers. So 3 of those stickers. I'm used to wood tiles like that being printed, but maybe for the color scheme that they were going for, they didn't have those, so those were a sticker. And I'll grab the sticker sheet here. And then the sign was a sticker as well. The owl has really good production work, really good printing on there. The tree is very basic, very light colored tree. It does have some Technic bits, and there is kind of this doesn't get like locked in especially well, so it sits on an interesting angle there. But when the egg is in there, I'm not too worried of it tipping over. If it does, the egg will fall out. but that's okay. Not my favorite Lego tree, but you know, it's all right. And there is a spot here. There's a kind of one of these round jumper pieces here, which is where Peter might be studded down to show their solidarity with the trees or whatever they're trying to do, getting in the way. Maybe they're a physical kind of barrier for the worker here trying to cut down the habitat. So what the box kind of had this set up as is Aaliyah or Alaya would have her own microphone and be maybe in front of the camera talking, and you could set up that scene here like this, and this might be all in the background, and so they might be describing that, you know, there's this tree and it's this X amount of years old and this was a protected habitat for these animals, but now some company wants to move in and buy the lot, so the city is chopping down this tree, and Peter was upset about that because he wants to save the trees, save the habitat for the owls, whatever it is. That's what I imagine, at least from the box art and from what I sense going on here, which is nice. This is kind of its own little contained thing here. Pretty good. But then the rest of the build is this Newsroom Van, which is what this set is called. It's called the Newsroom Van. So you have a pretty substantial vehicle build here that takes up the rest of the pieces. And this is really interesting. The first thing I want to make note of is I think this is 8 wide. Yes, it is 8 wide at least, maybe a little bit wider for like where the fenders are and the mirrors and stuff like that, which is interesting to me. It feels a little weird compared to so many other like city van sets, like Slushy Van and the ice cream truck and the holiday camper van and stuff like that are 6 wide still. I really like the 6 wide format. This does feel a little weird, even though I love 8 wide Speed Champions. Something about it feels a little odd to me. Maybe I don't know what the like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machines sets are, if those are 8 wide or 6 wide or whatever. It could be the case here, but either way, I thought that was interesting how big this was. Colors here are really nice. We do have good color blocking, some nice striping there. There's several stickers on here. In fact, the rest of the stickers from the set. So you have the 3 for the wood and then 1 for the sign there. All of these like rims, hubcap areas, those are stickers. Would have loved to see those be printed. This sign is a sticker. There's another one on the other side that is a sticker back here. There is a sticker on the front, and then there's some stickers on the inside as well. So a good amount of stickers here. Sticker sheet is, not nothing. There's a good amount of stuff there. But really like the color blocking. Unsure about the size. Their overall shape is pretty basic, but it seems to make sense. We'll kind of just look over it here. At the front, we have a nice grill. We have maybe a something that says that this is electric, which is nice. And then we have the interior there. We have some lights here on the side, nice little bumper area, and your side mirrors here. There is a camera up top, which is on a swivel here. Does have some tape tiles there that are printed with like a cassette or a VHS tape style thing there, and I really like this. It can be rotated around, it can be tilted up and down, it can also be extended out as well. So it's pretty good. It's got pretty good access all the way around here. It feels very realistic and cool. So I was really impressed with how this was done. It's not the exact same camera build as the other one that's on kind of like the tripod or the quad pod there, but there's like tons of articulation, tons of range of motion for this to really kind of get all the way around. So it uses one of those like turntable Lego pieces and then a couple different pieces here to kind of make it extendable and then also rotate around many different ways. So I actually really liked that a lot more than I thought I was going to. That's really, really well done. And it can kind of be tucked away a little bit as well, but it's not too big of a deal. It could also just be taken off, but I really like that part at the top. That part of the cab there, the roof is removable. Pretty simple little subassembly there. Inside we can see there's some seats for characters to sit, dual kind of windshield design here. This is a sticker for the dash. This is a printed tile here. Do have the steering wheel over on the side. It is not one of the steering wheels that turns, so it's like a built one, so it doesn't actually rotate. We have a little lever in there as well. And then that is everything up here. This all just studs down on the windscreens and on the back there, like so. And if we're moving to the back, like I say, we have a little bit of a sticker here with saying this is a news van. We have a clip here, lights around the back, a sticker down here that says, you know, filming in progress. Maybe we do have a walkie-talkie on the clip over here, and we have a nice window into the back, some lights up top, and some bars up top maybe to hold stuff. We also have the satellite dish or receiver or something here up top, so that is good. Or maybe that's the sending out the signal back to the station when this is recording remote or on location or whatever, but transmitter or something like that. But either way, that's good. Simple build. That can be kind of positioned around as well. And then, as I kind of already showed a little bit, there's a whole interior to this, which is really unique and really cool. And maybe that's why it needed to be 8 wide. But the back opens up. We have 2 hinges on either side, so down here and down here, which are kind of built into the striping there, which is really nice. Same on the other side. Those open up, and when they open up, we have a full kind of interior, which is like a news studio in the back of the van, which I thought was so cool and so unique. So here's where a lot of other stickers are. This screen monitor over here is a sticker. There's a printed tile with a keyboard there. This is supposed to be like a light that can be shined maybe on the news anchor. There's one on the other side as well, which I think is a nice consideration for those lights there that can be folded up. Over here, these are stickers as well on these monitors, which maybe show different, you know, people doing different stuff. This is a printed tile here. We do have a printed phone piece here, another microphone there, nice little brick built seat. These tiles at the corner are printed. Those are really nice. That is a sticker back there. So 1, 2 stickers there, 3, 4 stickers inside. And those are pretty important, but this kind of opens up. And if this is laid down flat, these can kind of be positioned in whatever way, and then the Aaliyah or whoever could potentially be on location, on the ground reporting, and then also have either another character not included in this set back at the desk, or they kind of have their own sort of mobile studio desk as well, so they could kind of record this right on scene. So they have a nice little backdrop here with the news thing there. They have their nice little desk. They have some other like studio equipment with different monitors, computers, a coffee mug. There is a pen that keeps bouncing around in here because you just kind of put it over. You're supposed to put it over here in right there in that behind that yellow piece there, but that's okay. Maybe I can stick it there or put it in their hand or something for now, so it's not just bouncing around all the time. And I think this is pretty sweet. I think it's pretty cool. I would have liked maybe to see a clip up here so that when it closes, it feels like it closes well. It's not too bad. There's maybe a little bit of gapping, but you know, depending on how they're handling it, it might have a tendency to fling open or not. So I would have liked maybe a clip either at the bottom below the windows here or up top. That might be something that I could add relatively easily, but there's probably some way to kind of make sure those close up together really nicely and stay closed without having too much issue opening them up. But I think this is a really cool design. It's a nice use of space. I don't know what else would be back at the like of a news van except for maybe like you know, storage. So this is a newsroom van. It's not just a news van or a camera van or something. The newsroom is in the van, and I didn't connect that in my head right away, but it makes a ton of sense now. And I think that's really, really cool. So I like to see that a lot. And of course, this can all be closed up and the character could be sat in the front to drive. It's got 4 wheels, can drive around. You can see the bottom doesn't use like a standard chassis. You can see just how wide this is exactly. And in fact, I think these are the modern day Speed Champion wheels that are like dual molded together and then have the rim piece. And these are like the pieces that a lot of 8-wide Speed Champions use for the axle kind of areas. So that's interesting. Overall, I think this is pretty cool. Some good features, good play potential in here. I like that, like little details, even if it's a sticker to point out that this is electric, all different stuff like that is really neat. And I think this is really, really fun and really, really interesting. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, here's the sticker sheet. These 3 were the wood. These 4 were for the rims or the hubcaps, a couple computer screens, backdrop, the sign, another computer screen, the dash or like the control panel up in the center console, up in the cab. This one's on the front. This one's on the back. So those are all the stickers there. Not too many, but you know, it's 11 different stickers. There's 2 number 9, 3 of number 10, and 4 of number 11. But not too bad. Do get the extra face for Aaliyah there. And I'll show the extra pieces here because you do get some. You do get an extra of like the bowl piece that is used for the owl egg nest. You get extra pen there, lever piece, and then your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, your slopes, plates, and all different Technic pins and different bar pieces and all sorts of stuff. So those are all your extra pieces. And of course, like I said, you get an extra head for this character. This set is 446 pieces, 3 mini dolls, one of like the smaller ones, but 2 of the, I guess, full-size ones. You also get the owl piece there. You get kind of this nice environment side build, super small accessory side build with the camera, and then this pretty substantial 8-wide newsroom van here with a lot of different features and a lot of play potential, and it kind of becomes its own bigger thing there, which is really nice. This set retails for $30. That's what I paid for it, $30. And I think that's a pretty good deal. I think some of those 6-wide city vehicles like the Penguin Slushy Van and stuff like that, those retail for $20 usually, and I've been able to get them for like around $16 pretty reliably, which would be 20% off. I think if this was 20% off, bringing it down to like $24, that would be way better. But if you look at the price per piece, which isn't always gospel, you know, $30 for 446 pieces feels pretty good. It is Friends. Mini dolls might not be valuable, might not be as interesting. I don't really like mini dolls that much, or occasionally I'll find ones that I like, but I have been really liking Friends themed sets. Like I loved that botanical garden among some other stuff, and this looked really interesting. I thought it was so interesting that, if I'm correct, that this is kind of a protest scene. I thought that was really unique for a toy like this and for LEGO to do, which was just very interesting to me. And I think this could be a nice addition to a city and lead for some nice story and some nice debate and in good faith debate and discussions about environmentalism and protests and all the different stuff, efficacy and ethicacy and so forth, which I think is a really interesting discussion to have with children, but also maybe it's just a fun play set for people who want to be a news anchor or whatever else. I mean, there's a lot of different things. So I actually really liked it, and so that's pretty great. And I think the values here, although it seems like I would have loved this to be maybe $20, and I don't know if this all is $10, but this is 8-wide instead of 6-wide. Does have all the stuff in the back, but I don't know if I would have paid $20 for just this. So paying $30 for this plus this doesn't feel the absolute best to me. So $25 would have been probably better, even though that, 450 pieces for $25, like LEGO might not ever do that anymore. I'm not really sure. I just think for what I have in front of me, that's sort of where I'm leaning towards. So if you could get this for 20% off, that seems like a pretty good deal. The landscape build is fine. I kind of like it for its narrative use, but as far as like a build itself, it's pretty basic and pretty bland. Does use more stickers than I would have liked. The owl is pretty good, but the tree is not that good. And then the Newsroom van is very good. So that's nice to see. So I think the value's so. I mean, just by strictly price per piece, it's good, but it just feels maybe a little bit overpriced, or maybe if this could have been slimmed down to 6 wide, I don't know if they could have to get all the stuff in here, but maybe just something to consider, and if that would have brought the price down, I'm not really sure. But I do really like for example, this camera boom kind of structure up top is really good, and there's just a lot of features of the Newsroom van here that I think are pretty high quality and pretty interesting, well designed, and really nice. So that is good to see there. So yeah, pretty good set, pretty interesting for me. And if you have thoughts about the Friends lines or value or what you think is going on in this Friends set, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I love to read those and love to see that. So please leave a comment below with your thoughts on this set. And I really like it. So good. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including probably more Friends sets, more vehicle sets, landscape sets, tons of other LEGO sets from all different themes, all different price points, piece counts, sizes, shapes, colors, all different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want to support this channel, you can now do that right here through YouTube with memberships and supers. And I still have the Patreon, which is in the description and on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. And you can get access to all my videos early, get access to some exclusive videos and other stuff in the works over there. So I'm going to keep trying to build that community there, and I really appreciate it. So every little bit helps. So thank you very much. And I'm just grateful for everybody that watches. I hope this channel keeps growing. So thank you very much. And now we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can get there, and I have some plans for some giveaways and other community events as we keep going on this journey. So thank you all very much, and let's get to 1,000. All right. With all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.